What's poppin', Slick Block? It's your boy, D.W.G. And we're back with some more The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. Part 22. The Train Ride Back. I should probably name this one The Train Ride Back Home or The Thors. But right now it's just The Train Ride Back. In fact, I'm gonna go and put home here. Last time we were playing, we found the culprits vandalizing the market, and had some bitch ass cops try to put the blame on us just for some other cops, the railway police, to come in and tell them that you ain't putting no blame on no one. And we caught you red-handed. It was a fuck fest. We had 2 boss fights. Only one of which actually I'm gonna call a true boss fight. The bandits were all very weak. Right, but all in all, it was an enjoyable fight. All of them. I was really hoping to get to fight the Providence Army. Providence. Probably been saying that wrong this entire time, but we didn't. The railway police came, was like, hold it! Who you think you are? Putting blame on these kids for your dirt, not under my jurisdiction. You have no sway here. This is a very integral part of the railway system, so it falls under our jurisdiction. Damn. Iron-blooded dogs. Me in the background. Pussies. Anyway, so after that, right, getting thanked by the mayor, or the shop manager, merchant manager. You know, he got on the train way back home, and as you can see, our teachers passed out again. She refused to answer any questions. And it's 3:45 p.m. So it's been about an hour, give or take, since the first part of today's recording. Ate me some more breakfast and took Meteor out to go pee. So I'm gonna start reading now. Elliot. She's asleep again.
You don't think she's faking it, do you?
Oh. That's right. Voice acting.
No. Judging by her breathing, I believe she really is asleep.
Well, it sounds like Group B turned out to be a complete disaster.
Yep.
If she had to deal with them, then come back here on the same day, I'll bet she's totally spent.
I doubt it's as bad as we think. Only 2 fuckboys are in that group. We left 3 very 2. I'm not sure about Ilya, Tia, Fee. I'm not sure about Fee.
Yeah, good point. Anyone would be exhausted trying to sort that out.
What's
It's hard to imagine her actually working hard, though, considering her usual attitude.
Shade.
It does seem as though she's genuinely looking out for us, however.
Yeah, I guess. Sure was
So,
needed here.
this is how our first field study trip comes to an end, huh? I think I might have an idea now as to why we're here, though.
I had
What's
the
that
same
about?
thought. Testing
Tell me,
the Arcus
fill
is
me in.
clearly a big reason for coming here, but it's not the only reason. I think it has more to do with making sure we see everything that's going on with our own eyes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. Learning more about places in Erebonia we've only read about in books.
seeing the confrontation between the four noble houses and the commoners
And
firsthand.
getting to see the issues occurring in those regions firsthand, just like in Celtic.
Although I'm positive if we had Eustace with us, alright, none of that shit would have happened. They would have got their shit together under one command from him.
Indeed. And just as we thought and acted swiftly in the face of crisis this time, so too may we be called upon to do so again.
Yep.
These field studies may aim to test and cultivate those skills in preparation for our futures.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Add to that good judgment, decisiveness, and general conduct. And I'd say we have a pretty clear picture as to why we're out in the field. Basically, we're training everywhere we go.
Well, you're about half right.
Knew you weren't asleep. Alright.
Instructor,
I
Yeah,
was so
what's up,
certain you
Purple
were
Lightning?
sound asleep.
What can I say? I can nod off and back on again in the blink of an eye. It's what I do. As you rightly noted, having first-hand knowledge of the areas to which you might be deployed is of tremendous importance. As is the ability to make swift, accurate judgments and solve problems with or without orders.
Yep.
Developing all these skills to their fullest is definitely a major part of why you're undertaking these field studies.
Great. Tell us how Team B
Just
did.
as I thought.
it's an interesting approach, but honestly, I've never heard of any other military academy trying it.
Because honestly, I was hoping for it to be like day one, we spent with Team A, and then day two, we spent with Team B. You know, maybe we take over Machias or Eustace or Gallius. You know, maybe we take over one of them, and we see everything that happens there in day two, because they couldn't get anything done day one. But like that didn't happen, so
You say we're only half right, however. Which begs the question, what's the rest of the story?
watch her doze off again.
Is something wrong?
Oh, no, not at all. I was just thinking about what we did during our field study and why we were doing it. The whole concept seems eerily similar to the MO of bracers.
Now that you mention it,
MO of
The Bracer Guild prides itself on protecting civilians over all else, so it seems an unusual source of inspiration for a military academy.
unless she's from the Bracer
But the
Guild.
tasks we were given in Celtic do seem to align themselves quite well with the Bracer's basic philosophy.
And you know what? They're breaking up this guild. What if Reen's family is like very high members of the Bracer Guild? Maybe that's what they mean by in between. They're higher than civilians, but they're still lower than nobles. The
Yeah,
Bracer
I
Guild.
guess so. Their emblem depicts a supporting gauntlet, and that's pretty much exactly what we've been for these people. Bracers still have branches all over the continent, but you hardly ever see them in Erebonia anymore.
Well, you got me. Which means...
So- Fake. Fake. So fake.
how are we ever supposed to take her seriously when she says things like that, then conspicuously falls asleep?
Well, whether or not we did in fact get her, it still seems like bracers are somehow related to our activities here.
Not that Instructor Sarah is likely to come clean about our involvement anytime soon. I
Yep.
suppose until she does, all we can do is prepare ourselves in body and mind for our next field study.
What if she's a part of the Bracers?
Yeah.
Is there something else bothering you?
Oh, no. It's just... Well, we've been in the same class for a month now. And this whole time I've been kind of keeping you in the dark.
We'll find out he's from the Bracers Guild?
What do you mean?
You aren't referring to the issue regarding your swordsmanship, I take it?
No, it's not that. It's something I've been hiding from you all this time.
We're gonna find out your past?
Regarding my social class.
Yes.
What?
Are you saying your family...
Yeah, I dodged the question when Machias asked. But technically, I come from a family of nobles.
Ah, so he is from a noble family.
My hometown is Ymir, in the northern mountains. I'm the son of its ruler, Baron Schwarzer.
Which is so fucking weird. Because you would think they would have heard of the name. Like, even if he's one of the lower noble households, you would think they would still know the other noble family names. Like, Laura should have been knew when she heard his last name that he was a noble. I guess there goes my royal and possibly from the guild theory. I'm glad I was right on being a noble. He said technically, so there's some shit going on
You're
there.
from Ymir?
Yeah.
Schwarzer. Now that you mention it, I have heard the name before. An honorable family, closely tied with the imperial family themselves, despite being headed by a mere baron.
I never would have imagined you might be the son of a noble too.
Because I don't look at it that way.
I wouldn't have expected you to. I don't act like one. My dad and mom are both quite easygoing individuals. They don't behave like your typical nobles at all. And technically, since I was adopted, I don't have any actual noble blood running
Yep.
through me. I'm upper class.
I was right
in
about
name
that part
only.
too. I figured he was adopted. I figured by the way he said it, he was either of royal blood or he was adopted into a noble family. So there we go. I was 100% correct on the whole. If he is a noble, he was adopted.
So, you...
Sounds like you've got your own issues to deal with, just like the rest of us, huh?
I don't think of it as a big deal, and I don't want you to think of it as one either. I just didn't want to keep it a secret any longer. After everything we've been through these past few days, I owe you guys that much.
But Laura did say something very interesting. That his family are very close to the imperial family, despite the fact that the head of our household is only a baron. So it could be that Ringling is a descendant of the king. Maybe a bastard child or something that the king gave to one of his friends to look after in his stead. Because it brings up the question why a family of nobles, even if they are easygoing, would adopt a commoner. And I believe it's because he isn't a commoner. So he might actually still have royal blood in him.
I mean, you're all going to be a major part of my life from here on out. It's only fair to share as much as I can with you, right?
I don't know what to say.
You consider us to be major parts of your life?
Sure.
Honestly, has anyone ever told you that you can be way too serious sometimes? Just be sure you reveal your true identity to the others when we get back, too.
Oh, I intend to.
Ah, youth.
Aren't you asleep?
Still, even discounting the strangely perfect timing of the railway military police. That ruler of the forest they ran into in the nature park. seems to be a harbinger of something big happening behind the scenes.
Man, I want to hear your foreshadowing thoughts. Let's let it all play out in the forefront. You know, Marcus is going to be mad at us. You're a noble, but you didn't tell me, you bastard. Hey. Who is that? Is that Marcus's father?
I must admit, I wasn't expecting the Icy Maiden to show up when she did. We may need to adjust our plans to compensate
Doesn't
for
he have a
this
scar on his face?
interference.
That won't be necessary. This was not a significant setback. If anything, it provided an unexpected bonus,
So is a beard.
giving us a valuable glimpse into the means through which the RMP and Intelligence Division coordinate their efforts. With both organizations posing sizable threats to our operation, that information alone makes this all worthwhile.
A valid point. Should we proceed as planned, then?
Of course.
You're all gonna get your ass whooped.
The tyrant must yet face the merciless hammer of judgment.
Yeah, I feel like that's Marcus's father.
Yes. May his lofty ambitions be crushed to dust and swept away.
The way he talks and acts, it just reminds me too much of Marcus. I feel like that was the Chancellor. Oh, that was the end. What do we do?
You're moving up in the world.
He-
I've got a little reward here for you.
Medal of Fortitude, yeah, sure.
Drinks are on me someday. Good
An
showing, everyone.
Oh, we got link level 2. Running the lower reach is link level 2. Yay. Yay. Well, that was interesting. It's not the end, but interesting. Did I see it? Let me check. Let me double check. Yes. Continue. And it's, oh, we're skipping. So, okay, yep. Okay. 22nd. Another Saturday.
Late May.
May.
The lino flowers that painted Trista's spring fields had faded, replaced by lush greenery and a refreshing breeze.
Coffee. Yep.
With the trials of last month's field study behind us, we found ourselves caught up once more in the bustle of school life.
Hopefully I don't gotta answer no dumbass questions, because I don't know nothing, my niggas. I don't have the answers that you seek. So please don't
Both
look
our
to
combat
me.
training and academic studies continued to become more and more demanding.
I doubt it. The academics, absolutely. I doubt that the combat became a problem.
But May also heralded the beginning of specialist classes, more befitting a military academy.
Oh, specialist classes? Okay, alright. So everything on part 23. So give me a second. Pause. Specialist classes. Man, I am so hyped about how right I was. Or at least one of my theories about Reen was. I hypothesized that he was either adopted into a noble family, or he's from a family that was noble, but they had their status stricken. So now they're just commoners. And I'm glad the whole being adopted thing is the route it took. But to that, my question is, who was his real parents? Is he of royal blood? Since we know that his adopted family are very close friends with the royal family. At least that's how I took what Laura said. Maybe that's not what she meant. Maybe that's how it sounded. And there's like there's like 3 other games in this series. This particular saga of the series.
The Orbital Revolution 50 years ago changed the way wars were fought forever.
Oh no.
There are a number of reasons for this fundamental change, but 4 factors in particular that I would argue to be the most important.
You keep talking. Give me all the answers, homie.
The first is the invention of orbital guns, cannons, and other weaponry. The increased accuracy of these weapons, as well as their ease of maintenance and manufacture, instantly rendered all other firearms obsolete.
What about the members of Bunny Gang? I see 2 already. Is that the 3rd? 3rd. Alright, about to see 2 more. There's 5 niggas in Bunny Gang now. Okay. Internet. That's right, you know, I'm treating this as I would treat it in real life. I don't know the answer, nigga. I'm gonna look it up.
The second factor is the associated mechanization of the military. Orbital technology led to the formation of armored divisions made up of tanks and armored cars.
There they are, the 5 members of Bunny Gang.
The impact this new kind of tactical unit had on the battlefield, with its enhanced offense, defense, and mobility, cannot be overstated. The third factor is the invention of airships.
2 empty desks? No, just 1. I just see 1 empty desk, but...
Warships that rely on the gravity manipulation ability of a flight field to remain in the air simply did not exist before the revolution. The sudden addition of a whole new dimension to war, the sky, made countless new strategies viable that were previously unimaginable. And the last factor is the creation of an entirely new practical science, which may be the biggest, most important change of all. Without orbital technology, such a concept would scarcely even have been conceivable, but now we'd be virtually crippled without it.
Okay. You guys ought to call me Reen.
Reen Schwarzer. Can you tell the class what that new scientific breakthrough was?
Orbital communication or orbital arts. Transfer of cargo via train. Now, orbital communications. Oh, I got it. I didn't even have to look it up. Thank God. I was all ready. But then I was like, yep, I didn't. It's not like Persona where it has the question above you so you can look at it for reference to the answer. It's gonna go based off of what he said, and that's hard to Google. I'm gonna Google this. I'm just glad I got it correct, because I would hate. Just got that wrong. Like that. My phone's dying again because my charger, my battery, it's just slowly charging for whatever reason. Officers in the battlefield to obtain pertinent information in real time, leading to precise, accurate troop movements measurements. What was I about to say measurements? What's wrong with me? Of course, countermeasures have also been invented, such as wiretapping and jamming to partially limit its benefits, but nonetheless, I got it right. Well done. This is pretty high level stuff. I mean, I know the basics, but I've never heard it go into such detail before. Yeah, we're gonna have to work real hard to keep up. We work real hard just to keep it. Class 1, Class 7 combined. Huh? Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it in the kitchen, whip it real good. Yeah,
Why did Lady Laura have to be placed in a class like that?
Whip it, whip it. Yeah, why? Because she's part of Buddy Gang. Buddy Gang.
I was truly looking forward to studying alongside her.
Go insane. I was truly looking forward to studying alongside her. Yeah, well, you can come join us.
Is that
Upper
girl
class
next to her
girl.
not the one who scored the highest on the entrance exam? I believe so, though I also hear she's a mere commoner. There's something about that silvered hair girl that I find oddly soothing. I wonder if she'd let me stroke her hair if I were to ask nicely.
Probably.
That's quite enough idle chatter.
Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Not again.
We are members of Class 1. We are above such droll behavior.
Yep.
As well, we cannot allow ourselves to be bettered by that rabble, even in something as insignificant as the culinary arts.
I'm sorry, Ferris. It seems you have a classic case of annoying voice syndrome. And I must warn you, as I deal with everyone with annoying voice syndrome, I'm about to hoe you.
Of course not.
So I hope you're ready for it, because I like your hair, I like your bow, alright, and I like your brother, the self-proclaimed royal noble escort, alright. I'm about to get in that ass, bitch.
I'm so accustomed to our chef doing all of the cooking, however, that I must admit I'm finding this all rather challenging.
Oh, the problems of money. Sound like fucking Minnie Mouse, bitch. Oh,
Could
high
they make it a
pitch
little
and
less
squealy like a
obvious they're talking about us?
dying
I mean,
seagull.
seriously.
It stands to reason they'd be curious about our class. It's hard to blame them for that, at least.
Beat it, yeah, beat it, whip it, beat it, beat it, whip it, yeah.
I think you've wished that plenty already.
Now fling it on them bitches. Oop, my hand slipped. I'm looking at it. Boys Orville Computer Premiere? Primer. There you go. What the fuck are we doing?
I feel like I'm finally getting the hang of using an orbital computer.
I feel like I'm not. I'm so far behind. Ayo, nigga. Let me hit that.
Likewise. I was lost at first, but it's slowly beginning to make more sense.
Well, it is cutting-edge technology here in Erebonia, so I think most people are confused until they've gotten used to it. Machias and Usus both picked it up surprisingly quickly, though.
Yeah, we didn't have this back home. Alright.
Yeah, but academics are their thing.
Yeah,
I'm
these smart
pretty sure
niggas.
Machias has been interested in computers for a while, too.
I'm a fighting nigga.
Usus
I don't
also
do all
seems
this
to get the
smart
hang of
shit like
things far
scrap.
quicker than most people, even if he's not interested in them at all. Which probably just adds insult to injury
So I
for
call him
Machias.
useless. Machias is a tryhard.
I'll bet.
So I call him a mark. One of these other
I hear
robbers,
they were
bitch
really
ass.
butting heads during last month's field study.
Who cares?
They were. At one point, things almost took a violent turn. We were able to hold them back, but I don't think we could have kept them under control for long if Instructor Sarah hadn't arrived.
You really need to do something about them, but I have no idea what.
I don't either, but you're right. This has gone on for way too long as it is. It needs to stop.
Gotta beat the ass.
Green Schwarzer.
Huh?
Yeah, isn't that
Isn't he from
Peter?
class 1?
Parker? Piper?
Patrick, is it?
Patrick.
That is correct.
High arm?
My full name is Patrick T. Higharms. I
High.
don't believe I need to say anything more than that.
I don't know you.
What?
So, you're from the Higharms family.
Are they prestigious?
Are they prestigious?
About as prestigious as they come. The Higharmsies are one of the 4
Ah.
great houses.
So even the other 4 great houses are just trash to Eustace's family.
Though
bro.
they're
That's-
slightly lower in rank than the Albareas. I'm sorry. I meant no offense.
Hey man, you need to stop backing down. I'm here. You're making the whole game look weak.
It doesn't matter. I didn't come here to talk to commoners or foreigners. I came to bring gladsome tidings to you, Green Schwarzer.
Didn't you just tell me to know my place, not to talk or associate with you? And just because I'm in this class 7 doesn't make me special because I'm still a commoner? But now that you know that my name carries weight, you come over here to you bitch ass nigga.
I am generously extending you welcome to make use of the accommodations on the 3rd floor of the Student Union building.
You mean...
Oh, I can change my hair?
The 3rd floor?
That's where the Noble's salon is, right?
Your father
Oh,
may
dude.
be a mere baron, but that still makes you a noble. And though you've had the misfortune of sharing a class with this riffraff,
How did you find? Who told this nigga? I told the whole class to keep their mouths shut. It was supposed to stay between us. How the fuck this boy find out?
I have decided to use my good name as a member of the Higharms family to afford you the privilege of joining us. I do hope you appreciate it.
I'm gonna go.
Well...
I am gonna go, but fuck you, my nigga. In fact, you're not even my nigga. You just a random stray dog who's barking at me. You need to return to whoever sent you before you get your ass beat.
How can I turn him down politely?
This hardly strikes me as the best place to be recruiting new members.
Yeah, useless. Tell him. Tell him to return to whoever sent him before he gets his ass beat. Like the stray dog he is. Shoot, there's only one stray dog out near me. And that's Meteor. Every other dog is fucking get
Eustace.
useless. What are you doing
Eustace
here
Albarea?
I wasn't aware the 3rd son of the Higharms family counted playing factions among his hobbies. If you wished for company in the salon, should you not have come to me first?
You? You've been invited countless times. You simply choose not to come.
for? I still like those purple shoes. Don't worry, I'll step on your purple suede, my nigga.
Despite there being no shortage of second years practically begging for your company.
I have no interest.
Suit yourself then. But you, Schwarzer, make sure you think long and hard about this. If you care about your future, you need to start thinking about the connections you're making and the side you're taking.
How did you find out? Who told this nigga?
He's certainly not shy.
Certainly not shy. He's a bitch.
No, he's not. I wasn't sure how to turn him down either. Thanks for stepping in, Eustace.
Yeah,
I wasn't trying to help you. But I did cause you some trouble during last month's field study, so
It cost me no
No.
trouble at all.
that's all.
last month's field study, is he...
You caused Gaius trouble.
Yeah, I think he means the run-in we had with the provincial army.
Oh, your family. Yeah. I wanted to whoop them boys' ass. But no. The railway police had to show up.
Ah, so he feels partially responsible for his family's actions then. He must have been looking for a way to apologize to you.
That's cool.
I guess he has a nice side after all.
I saw your blue suede too, Mark. Homeroom, I don't want to go back. Please don't question me about shit. Let me guess, tomorrow's a free day? Yep. And I didn't earn it, right? Because you're going to give me shit to do. My second practical exam. Even had practical. Trails of Code Steel. Of course, you'll be you'll be heading out next weekend. I'm sure you can hardly wait. No, I can't. I, for one, very much look forward to it. Oh, and one more thing. Your midterms are scheduled. Whoa. No, next month. Midterms, so just file that away if you would. Midterms. I'm gonna just Google that. Sounds irritating. I agree. Put all the knowledge we've gained throughout the past few months to the test. No. We get to put all our practical knowledge into cheating. So we can ace this shit. Because I didn't learn nothing. They didn't tell me nothing. Yes, and that's a good thing. You need to be thinking about academic studies, school. Can't just be about military strategy, you know? Why not? Because if it is, I'm going to get an earful from Vice Chancellor. Bitch nigga. Again, yeah. Y'all hate that bitch nigga. That rat. That snitch rat bitch. I'm sick of this nose where it don't belong, trying to get caught in a trap. Shoot, then we got some cheese, I'm about to poison this nigga. I mean, now that, whoa. Now you care about the answer being right. I'm a combat instructor. Book smart like that or well beyond me. Anyway, that's all for homeroom. Machias, if you please. Yes.
All rise.
All rise. Get the fuck out. Alright, we out.
Well, I'll see you later, Reed.
I'll see you later. Deuces.
Later.
Deuces.
Oh, are you two going to club activities today?
Yeah, I am. Did you want to have dinner together later?
We've been eating in the cafeteria an awful lot lately, so maybe we could go to the cafe in Trista today for a change of scenery?
Sounds good to me.
Hey,
You want to just meet up in the entrance hall later?
Sure.
See you then.
What's poppin', Melissa?
Oh, hi, Elisa. Are you off to club practice too?
Oh, no, not today.
What is it? Is there something you wanted to ask me?
You want to talk about Bunny Game? I got all day to talk about Bunny Game.
It's nothing.
She wants to go out to get something to eat. Maybe go get some drinks, some tea, some coffee. Talk about her dreams and aspirations.
I'll see you later.
What was that all about?
Did you do something else to upset her?
Nigga, I don't even know. I'll ask, well, what's up?
Not that I'm aware of.
She just started talking, man. I can't read minds.
Oh, I suppose it's possible I did something wrong without even realizing it. Knowing her.
I was speaking in jest, I assure you.
What you got planned for today, Laura?
Are you planning on going into the old schoolhouse again tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
The principal did ask me to keep an eye on it, so I thought I'd make time for a quick look inside.
We're gonna be
All right.
scrapping tonight.
Please let me know when you're planning to begin the expedition, if you would. I have
I'll
club
drag you in.
activities tomorrow, but as far as I'm concerned, the old schoolhouse takes priority.
To the old schoolhouse takes priority. That's what she said.
Thanks. I'll let you know.
I'll let you
Excellent.
know.
I'll see you tomorrow then.
Yeah. Now, what are you still doing here, Machias?
You're in the chess club, aren't you, Machias? Or are you planning on studying in the library?
Since when was it any of your business what I choose to do after class?
No, I just...
What's all this hate, my nigga?
Have I done something to upset you?
Not especially. It's actually my fault for being deceived so easily in the first place.
I said I wasn't of noble blood. That's all I said.
Oh.
Oh. It's about that, huh?
Let's just say I haven't got a drop of noble blood in my veins.
And I don't. I ain't lying.
So I guess we're all in equal standing here.
As far as I'm concerned, we are. Nigga, my dad's just a dupe. Or something. A baron. My bad. Coming from the fucking
I'm
chief
really
of
sorry.
staff,
I
son.
wasn't trying to deceive you. I just...
Didn't want no problems. I was trying to avoid this exact scenario. Alright. Well, I walked into it anyway. So you wanna throw this fade, nigga? We could go throw this fade.
Save your breath. Whether you're a noble or not is beside the point. The bottom line is you lied to me, and I simply cannot trust those who lie.
I mean, I didn't lie. I said I did not lie. I said I had no noble blood. That wasn't a lie. And then I said we're all of the same status. Because as far as I'm fucking concerned, all of us are on the same level of standing. Class 7.
That's all there is to it.
Just because you feel some type of way because I didn't say that, oh yeah, I was adopted to a noble family, doesn't mean that I lied, nigga. You didn't tell me that your father was the chancellor. And I didn't feel no type of way about it. Nah, fuck this nigga. He's a mark. And one of these days, I'm gonna catch him slipping.
I'm sorry.
Now, please, think nothing of it.
Bitch ass nigga.
Oh, am I intruding?
Nah, that nigga's just being a pussy.
Oh, no. Not at all.
Weak-hearted, soft-ass pussy.
Did you need something?
I accidentally left one of my textbooks in my desk, so I came back to fetch it.
Wait, you can store shit in these desks? Where? Are there cabinets? I don't see anywhere you would store. There's no undershelf.
Ah, here it is.
What subject?
Take a look.
We got mathematics for dummies. Dummies?
Studying hard as always, I see. Except, wait. Intermediate? Isn't that part of the Sunday school curriculum?
What's it called? Tutoring.
Seems a bit basic for you.
You tutoring somebody?
Oh, it's not for me. I promised to help Fee with her math studies.
Fee? She's that far behind?
I found this at a bookshop in town and
Are you
thought it
sure?
might be of some use to her.
Ah, okay.
Why are they playing this sad-ass music? I don't give a fuck about Mock. Alright. He's being a bitch. He doesn't want to fight about it. He's going to be in his feelings. Jump to conclusions. So I don't jump to conclusions about anyone.
Which reminds me, I should really be going. I'm sure she's waiting for me by now.
Later, Emma.
I'll see you later, Reen.
Take care.
Yeah. They probably see me sooner than you think. And they gotta work in some bonds.
And don't worry.
Huh?
I'm sure Machias doesn't hate you or anything.
I don't give a fuck what he thinks. I want to run the fade. If he ain't gonna run the fade, he can shut the fuck up and get over it.
If you can find some way of making him realize how you feel, I'm sure he'll understand. It's just getting through to him that might be tough.
Fuck that nigga. The only way you can get through to him is with a sword.
Yeah.
I've done nothing but stick my neck out for that guy.
I just have to keep at it.
Each time, he stabbed me in the back.
If Emma believes I can make it work, then I'll believe it too.
I don't.
I should probably also get going. Maybe I'll wander around the academy grounds for a while before returning to the dorm.
I'm going fishing, homie. I've been missing that. And hopefully the teacher knows. Yeah, good. I'm about to go fishing like a motherfucker. Wait, hold it. I met this old lady when I was out shopping, and believe it or not, she's just as into shopping as I am. So we went the shops on next free day. I'm so excited. Oh, I'll be able to sleep a wink. That girl with the glasses, your class president, right? At first I thought she was kind of plain, but she's pretty cute when you get to look at her up close. I mean, I should have snapped the pic when I had a chance. Dude, you are short, homie. You're as short as Elliot. And that is a feat. Yo, Mitch. Vice President Harnack, yeah, he's a bitch. He didn't have to yell at me like that just because I was a little lost. Wait, lost what? You lost a key? Where'd you lose a key at? Now look at this here. Becky, yeah, Becky. Yeah, this is the one where we met her parents and shit. I was like, it's weird because Becky had blonde hair. She didn't have black or purple hair like her mom or bro. My dad told me that you caught those pure Mac terrorists that turned up in Celtic last month. They said you helped out a bunch with all other kinds of stuff too. Cheers for that. I'll be supporting you all for now on too. Oh, Becky. Becky and I are both business people, but her mindset could hardly be more different than my own. She's the only person I know who would ever say she wants to hit it big off a part-time job alone. You got a problem with that? Not exactly, no. It's just surprising. We had a little performance earlier so I could see how everyone's played. It turns out way better than expected. We've got some real talent this year, Elliot especially. I'm gonna have to step it up or they'll shoot ahead of me. Speaking of which, how do I know when people have like events? Well, clearly something's happening at the front gate. They're at the old schoolhouse. Wait, why are you at the old schoolhouse? That's right, it's not the free day. The tuning's perfect as can be. So this violin should be ready to play at a moment's notice. Still can't help but feel a little nervous. Well, why is that? It's kind of rude to the high arms guy earlier, wasn't I? Who of you remembers it and ends up having it out for me? Oh yeah, don't worry about that shit. Hopefully he doesn't have his eye on me, you know? You got Julius Laura in our class, so I guess I must have gotten a little too relaxed around Nobles. They're pretty quick to adapt, huh? Yeah, you forgot me. I'm here too. But I sure don't act like a Noble. So, oh my god! What are you doing here? How did you get over here? Yo. Purple hair boy, Alice, Bridget. No, I already decided I wouldn't. Oh, I'm gonna clear up my head and practice. So you like Bridget? Who is Bridget? Who is Bridget? Are you Bridget? No, you're Colette. Bridget. The cooking class. The chubby one. No, you? The Mary. The first years had a cooking class today, so always interesting to see students from other classes get really into it. Yep, hopefully it'll be inspired. Okay, alright. Is Bridget the chubby one? I think she is. Linda playing on submitting something for the art contest, so I can't even decide on the theme, so I don't know what to do. I don't think Clara's going to give me any advice either. You still working on that horse statue? No, wait. Was the horse statue last time? Making art is a sacred act. And you work with your materials in order to attain their true form. Only those who elevate their understanding to a higher plane can master it. Got it. Never ask me for help again. Wait, please just give me a little bit of advice at least. Wing it. Wouldn't be asking if I could just wing it. You look kind of down, Ring. It's not like you. Yeah, I suppose some stuff's been weighing on me lately. Marcus, you don't. I could help with it. I'd be glad to talk about it with you over dinner. You arranged to meet at, Hershey's for dinner, so that might be best time. Thanks, guys. I'll be fine for now. I'm going out to think about it a bit more. I'm always willing to lend an ear. We're going down. Okay, why? Why can't I go there? Oh. Dude. Hey, Teach. Offer peculiar dishes. Solid Yeah, me, I've never seen a dish quite like this before. This will definitely help with my research. If there are any more curious cuisine, please visit me at once. Okay. The principal, how you doing, dog? I should report rumbling noise coming from the old schoolhouse basement. As a result, I'd like to ask you, okay, yeah. This is the first time I received a report which you said today, so I'm not entirely sure myself. Don't worry, dog, I'll look into it. Yeah, I got it. I had nothing planned for tomorrow anyway. Besides that, so I'll have to do that anyway. Oh, argument central. And after this shocking turn of events, Mint lost the key to the computer room. Naturally, the vice principal gave her a scolding for her life. Oh, of course, right after that, he says I must have flew out and reversed me too. Declan. Fuck that. There's something wrong, Schwalzer, fuck your last name, Ring. Do you have a question pertaining to class? Maybe sure to visit me once. If you don't understand anything, it's covered. Yes, fuck off. Yeah, I know, it's respectable. Hey, yo, piece of shit. Instructor Valestine, it appears you need me to put the pieces together for you. Class 7 consists of students from distinguished families and those of noteworthy grades and capabilities. Now think for a moment, should their grades drop after entering the academy, who would be to blame? Yeah, I get it. Any more harping and you could join the orchestra. So you've got it, dude. How many times have I heard that from you now? Keep it up, and the only thing you'll get is fired. How does his rants always introduce? How does he manage to just drone on like this, man? It don't make no sense. Where's it coming from? I feel you. You meet long-winded niggas like this, you just reach the point where I just fell down the stairs. Maybe I really shouldn't be rushing around everywhere. Yeah, it should be like me, taking it slow. I'm sure you're well aware that it's not safe to rush down the stairs like that. What's more, I would really appreciate if you didn't just run in the halls. As you can see, you don't just make the academy rules for health. You make them for yours. Yeah, man. Will you meet long-winded niggas like that? Yo. No, that's Margarita. Who is Bridget? Wait. No, that was Becky. Having scouted out all the potential first-year candidates, I believe it's time to move on to the second years. For my search for a dashing us can never be bare fruit. Yo, she even has the god call herself Alyssa R. Who does she think she is? Or could she be hiding something? To make matters worse, she's a natural lacrosse. She's only a beginner, and yet she's already on par with me. Me! You annoying ass bitch. I simply cannot stand her. I can't stand you. How truly fascinating. Fair sister, Sublime, how would you feel about introducing me to her? It'd be a pleasure to lay my eyes on you. Nigga, I will warn all of you as many times as necessary. You, the leather-clad girl, any teachers who's thinking sideways, everyone in class 7 is mine. Fuck off. Listen, now it's not the time to think of flirting with the enemy. Alyssa burns with such determination that the noble ladies pose no challenge in battle of words. Yet this lovely Alyssa, don't you dare get near my bitch. How fascinating. What's poppin'? Lady Ferris and Master Vincent were raised on the same roof and taught the same values. Despite this, the way these two see the world could not be any more different. Yeah, because one probably takes after the father and the other takes after the mother. It's very common, actually. Yo! No one's in here? Alright, where are we going? It's the main building. Alright, going into... We're in here, guys. If you enjoyed the episode, leave a like and comment. And subscribe to Slick Block. This is D.W.G Gaming with Slick Block Mafia. Introduces SBM. D.W.G. It's out. Peace. Hold it, wait a minute. You see that pink haired chick? At the flower garden? Is that Bridget? Are you Bridget? No, that's Vivi. That's relaxing, I like it. Even better, Edo's got a dynamite body. I wouldn't mind being a handful of that. So many. Ken has been coming by quite frequently lately. He said that there are plenty of fish in the pond, so there's a nice fishing spot. It's really getting lively around here. It's nice to see the club growing. There are a lot. And I mean a lot of flower frolickers here. And I like it. We need more. We need more flower pickers, you know. Yes. Is that a pencil? It might be. Anyway, yeah, I'm out. Deuces.